Actually, you know what? We can discuss. What am I saying? We can discuss this. Okay,
But
so
make sure you have a copy of that.
yeah, I do. So here we go. So steps may include, but are not limited to the following. So you are an authorized occupant. I mean, you are definitely an authorized occupant.
For damn sure.
The operating unit manager or designate will contact the tenant to ask for more information. They have not done that.
They fail.
If the tenant does not provide information, or the staff are unable to contact the tenant, we're the ones doing the contacting. They won't answer the phone.
No.
A notice of decision letter will be sent informing the tenant that their household will lose RGI subsidy in 90 days unless the reported persons move out of the unit or a request to add the persons to the household is completed.
Which they haven't done.
No. We did that with the doctor's letter because a caregiver is neither a tenant nor a guest. So, and of course, there's the issue of the marriage, but actually, according to the policy, we really don't have to do that. It's just we're just doing it because now they really can't say anything, and but you see, we have a relationship that is we have a relationship other than spouse. It says that in the occupancy standards, two adults can live together. We share finances. If they share finances and household responsibilities, but they're not married or in a relationship, then they are, we are, two adults who are, other than spouse. So, and that's right from their policy. That's right from the Ontario Occupancy Standards policy. So they really, and you see, Leroy didn't inform us of any of this policy. He lied completely.
No, he really didn't.
And because we share finances, then my rent they could take the rent out of your extra share, your extra 139. They can take out of my account because we share finances. So yes, I have status. You don't need status. You don't need status to be a caregiver. You don't need status to be a member of this household. You could be an occupant. You could be a guest under special cases. And we have tried to okay, if the tenant denies that there is an undeclared see, you're not an undeclared person living here because we have the emails back and forth between you and Leroy, who lied about, Leroy was the one who actually decided not to declare you, because which is illegal. So Leroy is actually committing fraud in this case. Does that make sense? So yeah. And they did this because of homophobia, because of anti-Semitism, and because of attitudes about disability, and because we're political targets. So we are not entitled to the same rights and freedoms as everybody else. So they were supposed to, the letter on the 26th was not a notice of a decision.
No.
Because the letter on the 26th doesn't say anything about removing. First of all, it doesn't. They spelt my name wrong. They didn't put my full name. And of course, they referred to tenants in the plural. So they basically said that you were a tenant here, anyways. So grammatically speaking, if we're gonna nitpick, that letter is null and void. And you see. What that letter was supposed to do, but that letter was retaliation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was retaliation for whistleblowing about harassment.
It really was.
And of course, retaliation is illegal. You're not allowed to retaliate in TCHC policy. And in fact, TCHC policy encourages whistleblowing. So we have it right on the money here. We never got a notice of decision letter. Okay,
Hey,
hold on. I'm just going to.
Look at this. This is still their policy. This is another policy page. Look. See this?
Hold on. I'm just going to.
Look,
I want to get.